Hello everybody, welcome to Time Traveler's Coin Exchange. Today we are going to be looking at a roll of 1980D Lincoln Memorial cents. It's not an ordinary roll. This roll consists of 50 Mint Cello Lincoln Memorial cents. They've been cut from the set. We purchased the roll off of eBay from an eBayer in Oregon. It arrived in a little sandwich baggie, and it had a nice little cardboard box that looks like about like that, with some nice tissue in it to protect it. And this is basically what we have here. It's a nice little sandwich baggie. So it's 50 Lincoln cents still in their Mint Cello, and they all should be 1980D. We'll cut them a break if there's a 1980p or 1981. It happens. We don't expect perfection, just in general to be described as is. We've gone through quite a few other rolls of Mint Cellos from the cellar. We've been pretty happy. There's been a couple mud pennies, as I'd call them. We're hoping they were mud pennies. And there's been a couple nice, very nicely toned ones. We have noticed in 1979 and 1980 so far that there appears to be some, random kind of pink, purple, blue, speckled toning that happens randomly on these years. From some other rolls and bags I have, it seems to be common. I was afraid that my other ones were damaged, but seeing them like this in the Mint Cello, it's made me think it's more common. One other thing that we noticed is that in these Mint Cellos from different buyers or different sellers, we are getting large fingerprints appearing on the coin, dark black fingerprints, and they're inside a protective cello. So one of the things I'm putting at the beginning of this video is this the Mint employees just picking up these beautiful coins for the set with their bare hands, or should I be wearing gloves when handling these Mint Cellos? Because, obviously I'm sitting here drinking a coffee. I know they're not my fingerprints, but I'm thinking about the people of tomorrow. So I'll get these ready, carefully dump these out of their beautiful little sandwich baggie here. High quality. And we'll take a look at the first one here. And so one thing we have, we've got the Mint Cello damage we've got to look through. It'll take a couple coins before my eyes just start to make it disappear. I'll try to find an angle here that's going to work for us. But the front here looks pretty good on this one. Don't appear to have any toning or spotting. We'll take a look at the reverse. Looks like we have a scratch at about 12 o'clock. That is acceptable for this coin. We are fine. Small scratch to the left and the right. Actually, there looks like there's a small scratch going right through the E and cent. Sometimes it just takes looking at an extra second. We've got a scratch below the S and T, but really in general, this is a pretty nice start. I'd give this one maybe an MS65. Maybe I'm missing something on the coin. I always find it interesting looking through those lines of the Mint Cello there. Looks like we have like a little bit of a discolored stripe going through this coin. It's and I don't know if that's a normal thing for toning, if this coin's trying to say, hey, woodies can happen in the 1980s too. It's not just Indian head cent and early teens and early wheat cents thing. We can have woodies. But other than that little streak of impurity or whatever happened there, looks like a pretty nice coin. And so we're not going to cherry pick from this roll or anything. We're just going to check out the coins. Once we're done going through them, they're just going to go right back up on eBay. We're just interested to see what these Mint Cellos look like. We're trying to educate ourselves a little bit in the process. And this one does have a little toning. It looks like it's got like kind of like a pink shimmer around the rim, and there's a little bit of pink on United States with a little bit of blue on the D. See if any of that toning. I guess we can see a little bit of the toning here. You can see kind of on, it looked like it was mostly on the rim. There was just like this little pink flash that every time I would do it, you can kind of see it on the left underneath Lincoln's shoulder. Just a very thin pink. And then there also appears to be some pink toning in trust and below trust. And we can see a couple scratches on this. It looks like Lincoln has scratched up his coat. Miss Lincoln's not going to be too happy with that. She's going to have something to do this afternoon. Let's look at the reverse. Once again, we've got some tone in. The United, you can actually see the pink and a little bit of the blue, which my camera makes toning disappear, people. So like when you can actually see the toning, you know it's there. So we have our first coin that is toning in the roll. That's never a bad thing. You know, if I'm going to have coins that are like, you know, mint state 64, 65, I'd say toning is the best thing they can have going for them. This one almost looks like it has a little bit of pink on the rim too, and a little pink on the reverse rim. Just making sure the sky wasn't on fire above me. Sometimes that happens. You can see the pink on the, wow. It's a miracle day. You can see the pink on my on my coins. This never happens. You can actually, the sky actually looks a little bit pink today. That's why I was like, wait a second. I mean, it really just looks like a kind of like a blue sky with like puffy clouds today. Just like, I don't know where the pink is coming from. Maybe it's reflecting off the coin here. But it has been. See, you can see the pink on the bottom of the coin there. It's been a lucky day. I got to join Jeep and John over on his stream when I was drinking my first cup of coffee, and I wasn't even awake, and I just joined the screen, and it was like, hey everybody, you know, right now join, put a number in between 1 and 70 or 40 and 70, and first person to get the number you know, wins a prize. And I hadn't been paying, I just got there, I didn't know what the prize was yet. So I entered in a couple numbers because it said you could enter as many times as you wanted, and he's like, you win. And I was like, can I share it with the first person that types the word share? And they were like, yeah. And so somebody, I think, hidden numismatist or said share. And so I gave my prize away, and then I was like, wait, what was my prize? And it sounded like it was some silver, a silver 40%er and maybe another coin too. So got to make someone happy. Jeep and John made me happy. Thank you, Jeep and John. If you haven't checked out his channel over there, it's pretty nice, and it was pretty friendly this morning. They were giving away silver. Pretty awesome. And so it's glad I went over and checked. Thanks for the smile, John. That was super awesome of you guys. That was super awesome of you. Thank you. So far, this 1980D, I'm pretty happy with it so far. We've got some attractive looking toning starting on a couple coins. You know, everything is kind of seeming between MS64, MS65. You know, we haven't seen anything like too stunning yet, but we haven't seen anything ugly yet. We haven't seen no mud pennies for us yet today. A day without a mud penny is a good day. And it happens, not all mint sets are created equal, of course, and things happen to mint sets. It looks like there's a little stripe going down Lincoln's coat, a little darker area there. We've got little scratches here and there. Nothing too bad. With that discoloration, we're just gonna like throw this one into the MS64. I'd say we can find better than this. Let's take a look at the overall quality here of the cello. So I'll just throw this question out there again. Does anyone know if you know, you get fingerprints on a coin within the Mint Cello? Is that an employee? Is that transfer through the cello? Like, I'm wearing bare gloves. Am I messing up all these coins? I don't want to mess up coins. I figured the cello protected them. You know, I'm not eating buffalo wings, but so this one here, it's got some spots. It's got some damage on the higher devices. not my idea of a super coin here. Take a look at the reverse. We've got spots. We've got, I don't know, that almost looks more like it's on the die than a scratch. It's really straight. But we're going to call this a 64. We're not going to get it graded. It could be a 63. We'll never know unless you guys buy the lot and get it graded. Love to hear your guys' thoughts. Am I lowballing these? Am I just about right? Am I not being critical enough? What are your guys' thoughts? Give me your 2 cents. I'll show you mine. Look at that round circle around the D. Is that just on the cello? Definitely looks interesting. It's like the D is built up on a mound, or maybe they had to stamp it so hard. But I mean, we've got scrapes, we've got scratches. I just want to move this one around. It is interesting how some of the years it seems like the Mint Cello is a little bit more generous with space. Maybe they have to fit more coins in on some. I don't have every mint set. I used to have a collection of mint sets, but now I just collect the pennies from them. It's way cheaper. Everyone else wants the silver, and what do you know? I want the copper. It's just me. I've tried dabbling in the other stuff. It just, I don't have the same energy and excitement about it. You know, silver is great. Silver is awesome. I've owned silver before. I've owned gold before, but I like the energy that copper has. I like the energy. You know, I like dealing with people who buy and sell copper. It seems like when you start to get into gold and silver, that's when stuff starts to get like, you know, I do a lot of business on eBay, and when I sell copper coins, I don't have any trouble. Nothing. like maybe one return a year, you know, like nobody saying they didn't get their thing, like no problems. It's like all good. But like when I dealt with like gold and silver, it was like 1 in 10 transactions. I was having to like create a banned list that was like longer than like my monthly sales. So dealing with copper is just more peaceful. I guess that's all there is for it. You know, there might be more money in gold and silver, and you know, like if I saw the right coin come along and I knew how to turn it around, I would pick it up. But it's just not for me. And there's plenty of other people who love it, and I love watching other people look for it and find it. I love the roll hunting, you know, looking for $50 and looking for silver quarters and dimes. I love it. It's fun. And I guess I enjoy watching other people find them more. I'll look through the pennies while they look for the silver. And the funny thing is, I find silver looking through pennies like all the time. Like there's all these silver like world coins that for whatever reason they seem to fall in the bank rolls at the bank. I'm just waiting for like a tenth of an ounce of silver or a tenth of an ounce of gold coin to like end up in my penny roll. I'll be super happy. It'll probably be the bank tellers like playing a joke on me, trying to be sweet. I definitely appreciate the bank tellers around here. I feel like I used to think that they had to give it to you. They had to give you boxes of pennies. They had to, you know, the customer was always right, and you know, like it was their job. They should do it. And you know, I started to realize some banks were nicer about it than others, and you know, the banks that were nice about it, I made sure to be nice to those banks. And you know, you just be when you're a coin roll hunter. You know, the energy you give the people that help you, they give it back. And if you give them like sour energy, like you're gonna get it back threefold. So let that be a lesson to you guys. Like, if you guys have a good relationship with your bank teller, that is golden. Be really kind to them. And you know, mine were really nice to me. Like when I'd go in there with like a hand truck and like go in and out with pennies, and I would find that like they'd be like, "Hey, are you here for pennies?" when I'd come in for something else, and I'd be like, "No," and they'd be like, "Oh no, you want this box?" They'd give me a box, and it would like have like rolls and rolls of just solid wheat pennies in it, and then they'd be like, "How'd you like that box?" And I'd be like, "Oh, it was awesome," and they're like, "Yeah, we thought you'd like it." They just like they'd start saving. They see a lot of coins go through there, and if you're nice to them, and they're not collectors themselves, they'll put that stuff aside as much as they can within the rules of their job. They'll hook you up. It definitely, I mean, it creates a good relationship, personal relationship with another person, but it's also good for them. They're building a good business client relationship as well. And, that's one of the things a lot of places like banks and stuff have like really lost their touch with is I feel like what was that new movie Mary Poppins that came out? Like I love the original Mary Poppins when like I think there's like a song and it's like teaching the boy about banks and money and the boy wants to put his money in the bank and but it's like the relationship with the bank like it's like sure you might have like missed your payments a couple times or something like that. But like if a bank is really good to you, they'll like be like yeah, like you've been a good customer. We'll drop that fee for you. We know it's been a tough month. It's like they should be there to help you, not to like jump on you and like eat you like a lion for every penny you're worth when you're down. And it's like I don't know. I remember when I was younger, customers were always right and like. Oh, this cello is a little bit open. See what this one looks like. The cello is open and it looks like there might be the tiniest bit of environmental damage. Inside that E. Let's just see if it's brighter in person. I believe that is green. So keep your coins in the Mint Cellos. You can see here the one that's open, it's got some damage on it. But it's like, it's interesting, like and we've got some toning on the reverse. It's just interesting, like as like technology seems to improve and like businesses are able to automate things and make more profit, it's like what they're losing is the human touch. And that human touch was the connection they had to the customers. And when you lose that, you lose a customer's loyalty. And I know a lot of these companies are becoming monopolies and they're starting to be able to like own the market share and they're able to sue the heck out of their competition until they go out of business. But like you mess up enough, it doesn't matter how big you are. People will notice. They'll take their buck somewhere else. You will fail. Doesn't seem like it. They never think they could fail. But when you lose sight, and you're going around your business blindly, you're going down. It's just a matter of time before you walk yourself off a cliff in your blind ignorance. Some interesting toning on the reverse here. I apologize, I have to blind you guys to show it. But it's just like little kind of, yeah, it's like little red pink spots all over the coin. It's like a purple polka dotted penny. How about that? We got more toning on the next one. It's on the front, it's on the back. Yeah, let's take a look. 1980D. Shall I pick up some more? What do you guys think? Are these attractively toned Lincoln Memorials? Or are these going to their deathbed? I like them. I think that they're really attractive. I find them really pretty. Is that green? It looks green. I guess maybe they're dying. I mean, I guess, I don't know. Different people have different thoughts about tone coins. So this one's got a couple spots. Would you rather have that spot be purple or would you rather have it be black? Would you rather have that spot be pink or would you rather have it be brown or green? I know this one just doesn't stand out to me too well. We'll call it a 64. I wonder how many of these have toning on them. Maybe tomorrow I will change my camera setup so that the coin is directly in front of me so that I'm not like twisted like this, but it works. As long as you guys don't mind me like doing a contortion act. You guys can't see how twisted my body is down below my neck. This one looks pretty nice. I'm not seeing really any distracting marks on the reverse. Let's flip it back over. Looks like what is a couple small scratches on the right field and one on the left field, so that's like 3. Anything on the top? I don't know, it could maybe be a 66. I'd say at least a 65. The reverse was pretty clean. I know the reverse carries less weight, but if the back is, I guess if the back is a 66, and then there's like 3 on the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. See 4 little distracting marks on this. What's that line on Lincoln's shoulder? It looks like it's raised up on the coin. Maybe a die marker. It could be used as one. 1. Looks like a pretty nice reverse. Maybe 1 or 2 little dings. Not too bad. Next. Oh, we got a big ding. This coin was in someone's pocket and saved it from getting stabbed. Good job, coin. A little bit of toning on the rim. Was that a die crack? What's going on? Kind of looked like a die crack on the going straight into Lincoln's head. We've got a couple little scratches on the back. I believe that is cellophane going through America there. Woohoo! See if I can do this a little differently. See if I can do it one-handed while drinking coffee. So yeah, those are 2 big distracting marks on an otherwise beautiful looking coin. There's a couple small ones. What is this, a 62, 63? I bet the back is beautiful too. Can't pick it up. Yeah, the back is pretty nice. There's a little spot on the rim there. Isn't that always the case? Like, it's like you have like a really, really nice one side and then the other side has like 2 prominent defects on them. This one looks really nice and bright. One, two, three, 4. 4 in the right field. Strike 4. You're out of there. Can't get the angle on it. So I mean the back here looks pretty nice. Couple little scratches on the left field. Is that a scratch on the right? Yeah, that's a scratch on the right. Oh yeah, it goes right through the columns too. Doof, doof, doof. Here, this coin is not in the auction. I just want to do a comparison here. I have one from the 80s. It's little, this is a MS66 graded by PCGS, and I just want to look for comparison. So it's like, okay, in the right field we have like a couple little distractions. We've got a bigger scratch up on the right field. The luster in the left field looks great. Let's check out what the reverse. And this one looked pretty nice for a 1982. I feel like most of the ones I see of this are pretty damaged. So this coin is not part of the cello. I'm just throwing a graded coin in there for comparison. I forgot, this one kind of doesn't sit there. It doesn't sit flat. It didn't sit flat in the slab, so like it made one half all dull, and I don't want to have to change my focus here, because the focus is actually doing pretty good even for just putting the coins like this. But we want to be able to see them from different angles. That's why I need two hands. It's funny, like I don't blind you guys, so we just have like little scratches protruding from his face. The left field, we see a little scratch going out the back of his head and a couple little distracting marks. Nice luster otherwise. Let's take a look. Look at the memorial. Gosh, there's a trivia question. Who has the most memorials in the world? What single person has more memorials? Would it be Lincoln with his like cajillion memorial cents? I don't know. Think there's anyone else that has more memorials dedicated to them? Does the Lincoln Memorial Cent count as a memorial? Making up trivia. Alright, here we've got one with some nice dull luster. Dull luster. I need to coin that word, dull luster. It's a coin that lacks luster. So it's like you can kind of see it's I'd almost want to say red brown. It's interesting when I find coins like this, they almost look like the luster's been hammered, because there's like different sections, like kind of geometric shapes, like that have stronger luster than others. It always made me, when I'd see these coins graded in PCGS like this. Is there a chunk taken out of the bottom of the memorial? Is that just me? Can't see. Maybe it's just a discoloration, but I'd always thought that like shapes like this, I thought it was like, some coins like sitting in a pot, like in like, a dusty pot or something like that, with like, light coming on some parts of it. That's what I always thought, like that's how coins got that. But then seeing ones like that in Mint Cellos, it's just interesting. It's like, okay, was this like just a pile of Mint Cellos sitting on a desk and the sun was shining on them? We may never know. Where do all the spots come from? Struck through spots. So what do you guys do with your modern coins with spots? Do you put them in a pile until you got 50 of them and sell them on eBay until someone like me comes along and picks them up? I mean, my hope here is that by buying, like I bought like 10, 20,000 of these Mint Cello coins just off of like 50 different sellers. My hope is that they'll take the money that they got from selling them off, they'll cut open more sets, they'll post more of these lots, I can go through more of them, and it'll just help stimulate the economy, keep things moving. People will cut up all their mint sets, the values of mint sets will go up as more of them are destroyed. And I mean, granted, any of these modern ones, there's probably you know, you could destroy them all day long and it would barely raise the value. And there's also other ways to get nice examples of mint state coins. You know, you can buy bags of them. Um, you can buy original bankrupt rolls. Some are better than others. As you can see, some Mint Cello coins are better than other Mint Cello coins. It's all the luck of a draw. I guess if you are buying, you know, mint sets that are in their original envelope, that is probably the best way to get these without them being cherry picked. But you know, I guess there's always people that can take a product, tamper with it, and then make it appear like it hasn't been tampered with. So, you know, nothing is foolproof. But, you know, if you, you know, and then it's like also if you buy, like I can buy these for like 10 to 50 cents, like a Mint Cello coin, just depending on how many there are. But it's like if you buy a mint set, like it's like usually like about $8 to $10 or something like that. And I'm sure you go to the right place, you can probably get them for cheaper. Just depends on the date and the mint, probably too. Some of them are worth more money because there's some better coins than some. And I guess if you're, you know, at a big show or you have the luxury of just going through a dealer's stock, you're likely to probably pay full price if you're sitting there, you know, looking through the stuff. But at the same time, if you see like the most beautiful penny ever in there, then you can, you know, you can buy it knowing that you're getting a deal. But I know most other people, they want the silver in these sets. They want, you know, maybe not in 1980 because there's not really any silver in 1980, but, you know, like throughout the 60s and stuff, they want the silver. And so if I buy the pennies, that allows them to buy more silver sets. They can cut them up. They can do their thing with the silver. If I keep hooking them up with a avenue to get rid of their Mint Cello cents, maybe they'll remember me and say, hey, I got another load of these, you get first crack. But one of the things I found interesting is like, I'm used to like buying out a category on eBay, and I didn't completely buy it out, you know, I bought within reason. But I'm used to stuff just being restocked within a day or two, and that's one of the funny things, I'm not seeing that. And so I have to imagine with the millions and millions and millions of mint sets. Ooh, I like this one. This one is toned. You know, it's got fairly nice surfaces, but the 0 has like a baby blue toning inside the hole and in the top hole of the 8. I think that is unique. How many of these have you guys seen? And there's also like, looks like little red and little blue spots on the coin. Like I was saying in the beginning, 1979 and 1980, going through these rules, you know, at first I was thinking with my bank bags that I got that they were damaged. But I'm just seeing it everywhere. Whatever copper or whatever lamination, whatever, you know, look, we got pink spots, we got purple spots, we got blue spots. This is like a party penny. I love it. Hope I'm not the only one who loves it, because I love this coin. This one, if I do a bulk submission for 1980, that one is going in the bulk submission. I love that penny. Love that penny. I could tell just when I picked it up, it looked bright and happy. And then like I could just see like the blue flash off the 0, and I was like, yeah, that's cool. Party penny. Alright, we got some pretty nice fields here. A couple scratches on the top right field. The rest of the coin looks pretty solid. Let's take a look at the reverse. Dun dun dun! Oh, the reverse is looking pretty decent. A little scratch in the bottom midfield. Couple, I don't know, like micro scratches to below the E and E pluribus. Nothing too bad. Maybe a 65. I'd say that wins us a sip of coffee. It's like maybe like 15, 20 more to go. I think that this has been a fun, colorful roll. What's going on the bottom left? Is that like wheel marks? There's all these like little lines. It's like a different color of copper there, and then like lines. Or maybe that's just the Mint Cello. I've got a couple little purplish spots, maybe not super toned. It'll be fun, like if I don't know, like, it'll be interesting if I make a video, like, you know, if this doesn't sell and I pull it out again in like 5 years or something, kind of see what it looks like, see how the coins have changed. So there's just little pink spots here and there. Fairly attractive coin, little spots here and there, but they're attractive spots. They're happy spots. No, I'd say MS64 though. Next, we've got pink and blue. Got a nice little blue spot above the date, surrounded by some pink. Happy days are here again. And I mean, the cellos here, they look like they're in perfect condition. You know, they don't look like they've been damaged. They don't look dirty. They don't look like they've been in water. You know, they don't look like moisture has accumulated inside them or anything. Like, they look clean. And so it just shows that, like, you know, this can very easily naturally happen with this mint and date. So far we have seen that, you know, with 1979 and 1980, they're highly susceptible to like little pink and blue spots, unlike a lot of the other dates that seem to have like dark red carbon spot or dark black carbon spots, and you know, some green. Looks like we've got some pretty nice fields here. A couple small scratches. I don't know. I'd almost say that this could be a 66 on the front. It's just bright and happy. Let's take a look at the reverse. Okay, we've got a couple little marks right below of, and maybe one to the right of. Oof. It's not of, it's oof. I don't know, I'd say a 65 just because of those marks. Otherwise, it looks like it was a nice coin. It was a nice coin. A very nice coin. Alright, we've got scratches on the right field. Maybe a scratch below in. I'm like reaching too far to get to this camera twisted. It's definitely like when I'm doing my short videos, I don't have to stretch like this. Probably if there's like a chiropractor out there watching this video who's also has a coin hobby, like they're just like, I like your videos, man, but it really hurts to see you doing what you're doing. This is just not ergonomic. You know, I'd like to see your channel succeed and grow here, but you know, I fear you're going to be spending more money getting chiropractic adjustments than you are going to make selling coins for a living. It's just little distractions here or there. I'd give it a 64. What do you guys think? What do y'all think? I don't know, for some reason I just say 64. scratch here and a little scratch there. There's a lot of little scratches. It's like nothing big. There's like a couple spots. And of course the reverse looks pretty nice. I don't know, there was like a lot of fine scratching on the front though. Let's call this one a 63. And we've got a little over 10 coins left. Whoop, we got another open one. Alright, this person's got to hire Edward Scissorhands again, because whoever they're having work, they're slicing right off the edge. That's not how you do it. Almost looks like there's something going on with the D there. It's probably just a little nicker. Alright, we've got someone playing tic-tac-toe above the 1980. Those naughty, naughty Mint employees. This one seems like it's held up pretty good, even though it's exposed to the air now that the cello has been cut. I guess the seller wasn't lying when they said they were in Mint Cellos. Definitely two of them are just barely in the Mint Cello. That's okay. Alright, we've got little spots. We've got little scratches. We're just going to say 64. I feel like something has to be like, you know, relatively, say 64 on the reverse. It's just the way the luster is, it's distracting. Yeah, I guess it's a little bit darker in person too. There's almost like 3 different tones to the coin. Almost looks like there's a little toning in the left field. Yeah, it doesn't really show up. It's kind of like a silvery color. Same thing with this one. It's just a little bit of spots. The luster just is like, it's not super bright. It's like kind of different colored. And I don't know if this is just the early stages of like, you know, what will be a red-brown coin, or if just different, you know, different copper has a different color. I mean, I've definitely, you know, after making 2,700 coin videos, I definitely have noticed that, you know, almost no two Lincoln cents are the same color copper. You know, it's like for the most part, copper has, you know, a general range of colors, but it definitely can be all over the place. You know, you pick up just a handful of pennies, like random circulated ones, they so many different colors. So like, you know, we have like just like a straight line down the coin with 2 different color copper here. Pretty sure you guys can all see that. It seems to kind of disappear into Lincoln's head there. We've got a little bit of pink toning on his back of his neck. Maybe that's some lipstick. Probably not. It's trying to be funny. You know, it's like, I guess there is a bunch of scratching, just very fine scratching, nothing big. So that's also what I'm curious about, like, you know, that kind of scratching, like in the fields, it's not very big. It's not, like, it's not distracting in person. It just looks kind of like the flow of the copper. But it's like, I guess I just still wonder if when grading, how much that dings a coin down. It's like there's a spot on the reverse on this one. See, it's like, you know, in the right field there, like that like little scratch, like that's, you know, it's a small one, but that's like a solid scratch, you know, like that is, you know, like basically like damage, but I believe it would still be graded like that because I see tons of them graded like that. And it's like, I guess I just wonder if I'm being too critical with the coins. Because I'd look at 65s and 66s and they have those all, like the little ones all over them. Because of the spot there, let's just call it a 64. This one's got a little bit of blue toning, a little bit of pink. Kind of an uneven luster to it. It's got a nice little red rim on it. It's got some blue down in the below his jacket. Kind of cool looking one. And so, you know, is that just basically like toning, like the coin got warmed and cool, and I mean, would PCGS like call that environmental damage, or is that like cello damage? There's like a circular scratch. Oh, there's quite a few. Look at those scratches down there. Other than that, it's like almost making up with toning. Alright, we have a third one that's been cut open. And you can see like what I mean here. It's just, it's not all of it, but it's been exposed. I feel like all these ones that have been cut open, I feel like they're fairly decent. I don't feel like, you know, somebody's like cut one open and like shoved a new one in it or anything like that. This one's actually pretty nice. Like, I'd almost say this is like an MS65. Almost want to say it's a 66. What's going on in the field over there? It's actually a pretty decent coin. I'll take it. Guess I'm not gonna complain if it's cut into like that. I mean, look at this one. This one's not cut open. Look at the scratches on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A little bit of red toning. What is that above? Okay, that's the cellophane. Got some toning on the reverse. Looks like a bird exploded on the bottom there. I don't know what happened there. All different colored spotting. I have to say the toning on the steps there, it looks prettier in person. It's like just like a baby blue, but it like kind of looked all funky. All right, next. It's like that little darker line there is definitely on the coin above 1980. This whole coin itself, it looks like it's got a little bit duller, darker appearance than most of the ones we've been looking at here. And just even trying to get the light to shine on it, it's just like absorbing the light. Lincoln's got a bunch of scratches on him. Let's check out the reverse. It's actually got pretty nice reverse. It's too bad. Too bad indeed. Alright, we are almost done, folks. We've got like 3 more coins. We've got some spots, some of them darker. Looks like the 1980 is filled. Looks like some of them have like a little bit of slight red to them, but I would say they are a darker spot. And we've got more spots on the reverse. It's a regular old leopard. Alright, this does not win our most attractive penny award. This one looks a little nicer, maybe something going on in the left field. You can kind of see like the copper color is a little bit different over there. Almost looks like the D here has it's like if we were like to turn it around like this, they're like little horns, like a one-eyed little monster. Looks like a couple little dinks in the coin, but otherwise nice fields other than the discoloration in the left top field. Excuse me. Definitely feel like my throat feels drier after making these videos every day. I figured like an hour, that's not, I guess I think I'm a quieter kind of person. I don't think I talk all day long normally, but making these videos I definitely talk more. Pretty nice looking reverse, interesting line going around the edge of the memorial. I'm not 100% sure what that is, but almost want to say a MS65 on that. Scratches are on the front. And our last one. It looks like it's another one of those ones with a little bit duller of a luster. This has not been a boring roll, that's for sure. I don't feel like I've been looking at the same coin 50 times in a row here, and that's kind of nice. Almost seems like it's kind of a red-brown, just the penny's definitely gotten darker. Couple little scratches on the top right field, maybe a little scratch or a gouge on the steps, maybe two actually. No, what do you guys say, like a MS64 red-brown? I think I will keep it in the cello just the way it is. What's that? Got a panda on me today. Sweet. So this was our roll of 1980D Lincoln Memorial cents, all still in their mint cellos. What did you guys think? I kind of enjoyed the toning that was going on these coins. I enjoyed the couple coins that were like, we'll call them party pennies. You know, they had nice blue spots. I really enjoyed that 1980, that the 0 in 80 was filled with a bright blue, and the top of the 8 was filled with a bright blue. And then there was just like little like pink and blue spots all over it. If that coin I found circulated, I would just assume that someone had colored it in like that. It just looked like too deliberate. But inside the Mint Cello, it's a different story. So I enjoyed going through this roll. I'm just trying to think. It is Friday. That means we'll probably have some bonus streams going on tonight. When I was pulling out this 1980D, I think that right next to it I saw, I think, a 1981P and a 1981D, and so maybe we can go through those for our next rolls. I've got a bunch more PCGS coins that are just sitting on my desk waiting to have videos made of them, so we'll have a bunch of short PCGS videos. We should have things pretty much come in tonight, and a good chunk of stuff tomorrow on Saturday and Sunday. Those should be some busy days. I've got some other ideas of things I'm wanting to make videos too, so there is a bunch to come. My desk, like my drawers, are just full of loose stuff. So trying to figure out, maybe make a video of like cleaning out my desk, and you know, anything that's not like, oh, I've been looking for that, just, you know, maybe make some auctions out of it, just like desk cleaning clearance sale. And you know, maybe I could do some giveaways or something. I'd really like to get to 1,000 subscribers before I start giving stuff away, because otherwise I feel like I'm just going to be sending stuff to the same people nonstop, which that's fine, but I wanna spread out the wealth a little bit, but definitely have some plans. I mean, I have just millions of pennies, like, and a bunch of them, like, it's just, I'd rather send them to someone who's gonna love them. So there's a lot more to come. I've got some Flying Eagle cents that I'm wanting to do something with here. Maybe we'll look through some rolls of them. Maybe I'll put together a bank bag of 5,000 Flying Eagle cents. I don't think that's ever been done before on eBay or YouTube. So we could do a first there. If you guys have never seen 5,000 flying eagles in one place, we can make it happen. Um, just I don't know. You should see, like, basically I have about 10,000 videos planned for this year. So you guys are not going to be bored if you enjoy the channel. Stuff's just going to keep coming. Um, and I'm loving it. I'm enjoying. This is like my favorite hobby to do. This is above video games. I actually, since I started making these videos 5 months ago, I've been video game free. I traded one addiction for another addiction. So at least this addiction pays. You know, like all these videos go up on eBay, and whatever I'm showing you guys eventually sells. So that's one of the cool things about this job, is it's actually a job. This is actually what I do for money. So thanks everyone for watching. I will stop talking about coins and I will get off of here so I can get back on here so that I can show you guys more coins. But if you enjoy the videos, feel free to hit the like button. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much to all the people who have subscribed. I think there's almost 370 of you guys. You guys just keep subscribing. Thank you. I couldn't do these videos without people watching. It just gives me the energy to do it. We've got 2,750 coin videos. Like I said, I have plans for like another. I think we can pull off doing 10,000 new ones this next year. So that's my goal. Bring you guys 10,000 coin videos this next year. So get ready. They're coming. And there'll be longer videos like this too. There's just going to be so many videos. You guys are just going to have to watch them all. All right, have a good day. I'm going to get off of here.